Hey guys, Joe Deary, Powerful Improvements. It is Monday, March 1st, and I'm ready to kick off the season. I'm going to wash my first roof of the year a little bit later this morning. I got the rig all ready, got my ladders up on there, and this thing's almost nearly fully loaded, and she hasn't squatted at all. That suspension is looking really good. I'm going to show you guys what that looks like inside, and then we're going to do a couple of little details before we take it.
All right, you can see in here, this is the helper spring. It's like an extra leaf that goes in there. And I was riding on that all last year, bumping right off that thing all last year. You can see I'm inches away from it. Plenty of arc still in this spring, and she hasn't squatted hardly at all. I forgot to take a measurement off the rear bumper before I put anything in it. I wish I had, but I say maybe I've dropped down about an inch. It's sitting perfectly level now. One thing I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to take a measurement off the ground to the top of those bull horns, because every time I'm going through a drive-through, you know, it says 9 feet, 8.6 feet, whatever it is. I'm never really sure, and I'm hanging my head out the window. So I'm going to take a quick measurement so I can be sure where I'm at for the season. Okay, I'm at just about an even 100 inches from the ground, and that puts me at like 8.35 feet, so just under 8.5 feet. So I should be able to fit through most of my drive-throughs. Most of them are 9, so that's good. All right, one more thing before we get going today. You guys that watched my build video yesterday heard me talk about my issue with the unloader. This is the one I had put on in replace of the one that was on there. And I put this friggin' thing in backwards. And I've met a lot of really cool people through this YouTube channel. One of which is Parker Bateman. I know you're watching, Parker. He watched my video very closely and pointed out to me that I had installed this thing backwards. Even though it says in and out on it, you would think it's foolproof. I looked right at that, put it together, and still put it on backwards. But that's why this one didn't work for me yesterday. Just my own brain freeze. But again, a lot of cool people I've met on YouTube. It's been a great resource. If you're not a part of the community, there's lots of people to talk to. Besides watching YouTube videos, you know, Parker doesn't even have a YouTube channel. But he takes the time to talk with me and help me, and there's lots of people with a wealth of knowledge out there. So I would advise you to talk to other people in your community, other power washers, and collaborate on what's going on. You know, this is only second season of business for me, so I don't pretend to know everything. I'm gonna make mistakes along the way, share them with you, and hopefully we learn a few things together. Some days it really sucks not having a garage. I am looking for a shop, hopefully so I can find something locally so I can get this truck in at the end of the day. But charging the battery, that little step ladder right there has been one of the most versatile things I've ever bought. I use that thing all the time. Right now it's a shelf under the tailgate as a little rain shelter. It is still raining out here. Charging my battery. Battery's pretty dry under this shelf. I am going to put it in a battery box and get a hood on it as we continue details, but that's what we got going for now. All right, we are out here on job number 1, starting our season March 1st. I got Patrick with me, and I got Big Ruby the wash dog on the job. We're doing a roof wash today, and we don't talk about it too much on the channel, and I'm sure most of you don't know, but this boy right here, Patrick, has been sick since about June last year. He picked up leukemia, and it's been a real struggle. So he's out today, and we're getting back in action. He's gonna help me as much as he can. So he's on the camera, here for moral support, and we're gonna keep things rolling right along. And I'm gonna show you guys what's going on here in just a minute. All right, here's the house we're working on today. We had bargained to do the entire roof, front roof, etc. The client decided not to, so we're only doing this roof on the garage side and those dormers. And then the whole back, I'm gonna show you that in just a second. This house is going for sale tomorrow, so we had to forcefully remove some of the moss, whatever. But it's a very beautiful neighborhood with all big houses, and we're gonna be putting some signs out here. I got my sign on the yard, ready to go. And I'm gonna do a couple of door hangers before we leave the neighborhood. As you can see, I've already set up here, got a little bit of work done, hooked up to the client's water already. My big buffer tank is filling. I've been up there with my itchy brush, scraping some of the moss down.
Again, forcefully removing that here today because the house is going for sale tomorrow. And I'm about to set up the pressure washer. Fire that up here in a minute with the M5 on the end. And I'm gonna go up the ladder and try to rinse some more of it down before I apply my SH. Now, of course, we've got this big, beautiful backyard, frozen pool. Not dealing with any of that today, of course, but we'll be pulling through here and doing these back roofs. I'm doing this one. Get through the snow here a little bit, all the way up into that crease. And then this really big sloping roof on the other side of the dormer over there. And I'm going to set my camera up in the backyard and do a time lapse on that one. It's going to require moving the ladder a couple times. I'm going to have to set up on this side and shoot this half of the dormer. Then I got to go down into that dip in the yard and set up the other ladder over there. So I'm going to probably set up both ladders there because my 24, I don't know, it'll probably reach over there, but I'm gonna put the 32 over there so I'm real solid and steady. Don't want to mess around. First job this year, I hate to fall down immediately. So it's gonna be fun. All right, let's see how this one runs. It's about, I don't know, 38 degrees out here right now. So we've been sitting all night in the rain, of course, because that's how we roll. All right, choke on, fuel on. 1, 2.
Look how dirty that is. Look at all that mud. Gonna have to go back and hit the gutters again. Clean that all up real nice. Maybe I can hit all that gutter right there. Just by twisting that. Boom. Right back the fan. Jet. Some nice clean gutters. And then down the ladder. Good job.
All right, much better. I got the ground all cleaned up. I got all my siding nice and wet, and I'm gonna go up there and start shooting the 12 volt. I don't know how well you can see it. It's kind of a rainy day, but everything up there is very white and dead right now. I got these dormers done. There was a lot of up and down between each one. And I'm just gonna rinse off my driveway here now and head out back. I already shot the small roof here. A couple stains, I'm gonna hit it a little bit more. And I'm set up on the big roof. I'm gonna take a little time lapse. And I think that's gonna be about, it's a pretty big roof. It's a big stretch. I think that's gonna take me about all I'm gonna reach with a 5 gallon. And we're gonna see. That's all done. That was a bear. Could barely reach. I don't know if you guys can see the clouds in here. It's winter in Connecticut. The wind is blowing. I think you know, on a calm day I would have hit it a little easier, but I had to get a little sketchy on the ladder there. Still got some brown, but the brown will come down with rain, and I hit it with everything I got. We used 50 gallons of 5 to 6% here today. It's cold, so I ran a little hot. But that's it. I'm gonna get these ladders put away, get my hoses wrapped up, and get out of here. All right, we got Big Patrick out on the job, and he's gonna push the button. All right, go ahead. Trial and error, baby. All right, we're all done that job. That was a 3-hour project. I'm a little rusty, and it's snowing and cold, and I'm soaked. So anyway, good first start to the season. Me, Patch, and Ruby are gonna go get something to eat real quick, and then we gotta go do another quick roof quote, and then we gotta go meet someone to get paid. And we'll catch up with you guys later in the week. We're out for the day.